It's not often we get a viewer question that has actually come from several people. In fact, in my notes, it actually says viewer question from several. And I understand why. If interim head coach Dominic Ducharme fails to lead the Montreal Canadiens to the playoffs, will it cost general manager Marc Bergevin his job?
I think at this point it has to, that he's pointed the finger at every single other person. And at one point, that finger has to be pointed at you. You know, if you look recently, he's let go of 3 coaches in the last 6 days, and something has to be done. And ultimately, it then comes down to the general manager. And I don't know how many more lives Marc Bergevin has. And I think the reason why he's been given a pass is because of his close relationship with owner Jeff Molson. If it was another general manager that maybe Jeff Molson didn't get along with or didn't buy their philosophy as much as he has with Marc Bergevin, he might have been gone a little bit before. But I think really right now, he's in the hot seat and something definitely needs to happen or he will be out of a job.
He should be out of a job if they miss the playoffs, but I wouldn't bet a lot of money on it just because of the just mentioned that strong relationship he has with Jeff Molson. I mean, it's like an unbreakable bond. Remember the old foxhole buddy comment that Bergevin had with Therrien? I think it's even more so now with Molson and Bergevin, that they're foxhole buddies. So, I mean, it should. I mean, they should have missed the playoffs for the 3rd straight season last year. This would have been 4 straight seasons. I mean, I don't know how many GMs in the NHL can survive that in a smaller market, never mind the Montreal market. But again, that bond with Molson and Bergevin, I don't know, maybe Bergie buys a lot of Molson X. I don't know what it is, but there's something there that is a bond that seems to be unbreakable.
I mean, you would think he has to be held accountable. I mean, how many more people can he fire? Does he have to go into the stick boys? Where does he go? You have to start to look at, okay, well, what's left? And I'm sorry, but bottom line is, as we all know, is it's about winning and accountability, and sometimes the axe falls in areas that are not fair, but sometimes some guys escape the axe for an extended period of time. And I look back at Mike Milbury as a real survivor, that I don't know what he did, but he obviously knew the right people in the right places. But accountability for assembling your group. You can't keep firing coaches. You have to really seriously look at the personnel that you brought in and what they're doing to help the team moving forward.
Well, it's also a business, and I think this is a business where there's hardly any revenue coming in, with no fans in the stands, and Jeff Molson is eating all these contracts that Marc Bergevin keeps firing. So that at the end of the day, Jeff Molson's a businessman, and if Marc Bergevin is bad for business, that could be what would be the deciding factor.
It's kind of reminding me of, remember when Perry Pern was fired, then Jacques Martin was fired, and then there was the cleaning of the house with Pierre Gauthier finally being let go. And this is what the feeling is, that they keep firing other people saying is the problem, but eventually you got to look in the mirror and realize that it might not be the other people.
It might not be. Also, thank you for giving me a headache at the mentioning of Mike Milbury's name. Goodness gracious. Anyway, visit hockeyinsideout.com to check out our full episode and join the discussion.